Very good morning, students and students of 12th standard. I hope you know that you are going to write a term test shortly, and I also told you that portions will be informed you soon. We are in 9th chapter, applications of integration. So while doing 9th chapter itself, you also should start side by side revising the other chapters also. Other chapter in the sense, starting from the first chapter, you start your revision. Once when the portion is clearly given, you can concentrate more on that particular chapters. Now in this class, what we are going to do is we are going to see only 3 problems which are considered as important sums in integration. So we will take much time in going through these 3 problems. If you have any doubts, you should ask without fail, because important problems are these sums. Okay. Now we will enter into our first problem, problem number 34. Find the area of the region bounded by the line y is equal to 2x plus 5 and the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x. So by reading this question, we can easily understand we have to find the area of a certain region whose boundaries are given to us. Even we did same type of problems in the previous class also, but it's slightly these 3 problems that we are going to see in this class slightly differs. We need to find the area of the region bounded by this line. Clearly this is a first degree equation, so it represents a straight line, and the parabola y is equal to x square minus 2x. What is the area that is bounded between these 2 curves? That is the question. So in the answer, it is important to draw the diagram correctly. So how to draw the diagram? First I will explain, try to understand, listen properly. First x-axis and y-axis we will draw. Then in order to find the point of intersection of the curve and the straight line, what I am telling, this is the curve, this is the straight line. I will tell how to draw those 2. But this is a curve, this is a straight line. We need to find where they are intersecting. We need to solve these 2 equations. Which 2? Y is equal to 2x plus 5 and y is equal to x square minus x. So first step is solving these 2 equations. How to solve? Both are y only, right? This is also y, this is also y. So I can equate these 2. X square minus 2x and 2x plus 5 are equal. Bringing this 2x to other side becomes minus 2x. So x square minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So we can factorize like this, so that this is written as x minus 5 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we got 2 values for x. One is 5, other one is minus 1. Hope you would have understood so far. What we have done so far, just we have taken these 2 equations and solving, we found out 2 values for x. Now I need to find value for y. So for which I am going to take this first equation. So when x is equal to 5, if you put 5 here, what happens? 10 plus 5. So y value is 15. And you take other value, x is equal to minus 1, and substitute here, so that this becomes minus 2 plus 5, which is nothing but 3. So now we got the point of intersection as the point of intersection is, in fact I should write the point of intersections are. The point of intersections are, one is minus 1 comma 3, x value, y value, minus 1 comma 3, and the other point of intersection is 5 comma 15. So 5 comma 15 is the other point of intersection. So what I have found out so far, I have found out the point of intersection of these 2 curves. One is a straight line, another one is a parabola. Okay. Now I will try to draw the diagram. How to draw the diagram now? Now, as I said, first x-axis and y-axis. In order to draw this line, y is equal to 2x plus 5. You just take, for example, put x equal to 0. What happens? Y will be equal to 5, right? I will be writing that in the rough column. First we will try to draw the straight line. First, in the rough column we will do this. This is the equation that we have to draw. Y is equal to 2x plus 5. Put x is equal to 0. What happens here? Y becomes 5. If x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5. So 0 comma 5 is 1 point. So you plot that point first. 0 here, y axis 5. So this is the point 0 comma 5. So I am plotting this point first. Next, I can substitute some other value. For example, if I put x is equal to minus 1, what happens? If I put minus 1 here, 2 into minus 1, minus 2 plus 5, 3. Y is equal to 3. So minus 1 comma 3, x value minus 1 will be here, some 3 will be here. So this is the second point. So if we know 2 points of a straight line, we can draw the straight line. Could you able to understand? First we have drawn x axis, y axis. Using these points, we plotted 2 points and we have drawn the straight line. So straight line drawing, sketching is over. Next we will take this. Y is equal to x square minus 2x. This is the curve. Put x equal to 0. If you put 0 here, what happens? This is also becomes 0, so y value is 0. So what is the meaning? 0 comma 0 is 1 point. So the curve passes through origin. So 0 comma 0 is 1 point. Now again I am putting y as 0 now. If you put y 0, you will get x square minus 2x equal to 0. So taking x as common, x equal to 0, other one is x equal to 2. So 0 comma 2 are the 2 points where the curve meets the x axis. So if I draw the curve will pass through origin, also it goes down because it cuts x axis at 0 and also it cuts x axis at 2. So just I am drawing like this, and this point is nothing but 2. This is 2 because it meets the curve again at 2. So we can draw the curve like this. Hope you will understand this. So just using this simplifications, we have drawn the curve. The curve passes through origin, that is understood here. And also it passes through x equal to 2, which is here. So we are drawing a curve like this. Hope you would have understood. So what is the region bounded between the straight line and the curve? So this is the straight line, this is the curve. So this shaded area is nothing but the area bounded by the straight line and the parabola. So now we need to find what is the area of this curve. How to find? That is why I have marked the point minus 1 here. Why I have marked minus 1? Because we know the point of intersections are minus 1 comma 3. So minus 1 comma 3, this is one point of intersection. So actually x value is minus 1, therefore this point, if you plot here, x value should be minus 1 here. So now we know the limit of this point, minus 1. And the other point of intersection is 5 comma 15. So this point should be 5 comma 15, right? This is the point 5 comma 15. So what is 5? X value. So if you draw a line to x axis, definitely it will be 5. So now we know the limit of this diagram. The limit is from minus 1 to 5. Hope you would have understood. Now I am going to find out the area. Now required area A is equal to, the limit we know is for x. So minus 1 to 5. So since we know the limit for x, and this we are having two curves, one is straight line, other one is a curve, we use the formula f of x minus g of x dx. Why dx? Because we know only limit of x. Limit of x is from minus 1 to 5. So we are using minus 1 to 5. Since this is x limit, we should put dx. If dx comes here, we should write f of x minus g of x. Where f of x is the first curve, g of x is the second curve. Now how to choose what is f of x and what is g of x is the next problem. How to choose f of x? We have two curves. One is a straight line, y is equal to 2x plus 5. Other one is the curve y is equal to x square minus. So this is one one curve. This is another straight line, can also be called as a curve. Keep that in your mind. So this is one curve, this is second curve. Which one to be taken first? How to find that? Now you just see this diagram. If you see this diagram, you can understand that this is the limit, right? This is the limit. If I take straight line as the first curve, you just forget about this parabola. Just forget about this parabola. You just imagine that there is no parabola here, only straight line is present. So what is the region that I will be getting? The region that I will be getting is from here. From here fully I will be getting. So right. So this is the region that I am going to get under this boundary and the straight line. So which gives maximum area for me. Now you forget about this straight line and just see what is the curve area that we are going to get. Now this is one line, this is another line. If I have only the curve, what will be the area that is bounded? Only this and then this. Are you able to understand what I am telling? Try to understand. If straight line, you just forget about the curve, only if straight line is present, and this is the boundary. This is the straight line, this is another straight line, this is the boundary. So I will be getting this entire area I will be getting. But if I see the curve alone, forget about the straight line. Now only curve presents and this line are present. So which is the area that I am going to get now? Only this. I cannot go inside this and after that this. So which gives maximum area? The line gives maximum area and the curve gives minimum area. So which one gives maximum area? That should be entered first. Which gives minimum area? That should be entered second. So this f of x is nothing but which one gives maximum area. What is g of x? The function which gives minimum area. Now which gives maximum area here? Straight line. Which gives minimum area? Parabola. Maximum area is given by straight line, minimum area is given by parabola. So now you go for straight line first. What is straight line equation? Y is equal to 2x plus 5. So what is the function of x here? 2x plus 5. That should be substituted first. Minus g of x, minimum area, which is parabola. Parabola equation, if you see, this is the parabolic equation. We need function of x because we know the limit of x. So I am substituting this value second. In place of g of x, I should write x square minus 2x. Hope you would have understood. So how to choose f of x? The curve which gives maximum area. G of x, the curve which gives minimum area. Here in this problem, straight line gives maximum area, parabola gives minimum area. So from straight line, you take f of x. From the curve, parabolic curve, you take g of x. So that is what is the next step. F of x, I will be writing 2x plus 5. For g of x, I will be writing x square minus x and integrate. So that is what is done here. Minus 1 to 5 is the limit. This is the first curve. This is the second curve. Now if you see 2x minus into minus plus. So if minus gets inside, becomes plus 2x. So 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 5. When minus is taken for x square, it becomes minus x square into dx. Now integration, 4 will be constant, x dx, integration is x square by 2, 5 is constant, integral dx is x minus x square dx, integration answer is x cube by 3, limit is from minus 1 to 5. The other things are all easy. First we will substitute upper limit. So substitute 5 in place of x. 5 square 25, 25 into 4 100, 100 by 2 50, 5 into 5 25, 5 cube 125 by 3, so upper limit. Similarly put minus 1 for x, you will get the lower limit. Simplify 50 plus 25 75, write this. 2 minus 5 becomes minus 3, minus into minus plus 3, minus 1 by 3. Simplifying, we are getting the answer as 36 square units. So 36 square units is the area of the region that what we have to find. I think this simplification part is very easy. The only thing that we should understand is the diagram and the how to find the limits. We will see a similar kind of problem, another problem number 35. Problem number 35. Find the area of the region bounded by the parabola y square is equal to x and the line y equal to x minus 2. So we need to find the area between the parabola and the straight line. So as we did in the previous sum, first we will try to solve the two equations to find the point of intersections. This is one equation, this is second equation. So solving those two equations, how I am solving here is, you just from this equation, from first equation, I will be writing this in the rough column, from first equation y square minus x equal to 0, right, by equation 1. So from first equation, take x to other side, y square minus x equal to 0. Now in place of x, you substitute y plus 2 from second equation. So use 2 in 1. This is nothing but use second equation in first equation. From second equation, y is written as, x is written as y plus 2. Here x goes to other side, minus x. Instead of writing x, you put y plus 2 from second equation. So from these two, you can write this. Bring minus sign inside, factorize. So you will begin getting y minus 2, y plus 1 equal to 0. So two values of y are, one is 2, other one is minus 1. Corresponding x values you find out from second equation. From second equation, if you put y is equal to 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, so x is equal to 4. Similarly, y is equal to minus 1. If you put here minus 1, in place of y, if you put minus 1 plus 2 is 1. So x is equal to 1. Now what we have found out, the point of intersections. What are the point of intersections? I will be writing this in place. The point of intersections are what are the point of intersections? One is 4, 2. The other one is 1, minus 1. Because of this 4, 2, other one is 1, minus 1. Those two are the point of intersections. Now we will go for the diagram. First, we have to draw these two, right? First we will draw x-axis and y-axis. Then, first we will try to draw the straight line. How to draw the straight line? Just put any values. Put x equal to 0. What happens for y? 0 minus 2, minus 2. So 0, minus 2. 0 will be here, minus 2 will be here. So this is 0, minus 2. I just mark one point. And then, for example, if I put 2, what happens? If I put x is equal to 2, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So 2, 0 is the other point. So I can first plot 2 points, then through the 2 point I can draw the straight line. So only if I know 2 points, I can easily draw the straight line. So I have drawn the straight line here. Then I have to draw this parabola. Y square is equal to x. We know very well y square is equal to 4ax. It is of this format, right? Y square equal to x is nothing but this type. This is nothing but parabola open rightwards. So in rough diagram, we are drawing a parabola which is open rightwards. Open rightward parabola we have drawn. Okay. So now we have drawn the straight line, also we have drawn the parabola. Now, using this point of intersection, we know where the two curves intersect, where the parabola and the straight line intersects we know. So 4, 2 is one point. So definitely this should be, I will mark here, this will be 4, 2, one point of intersection. What is the other point of intersection? 1, minus 1. Where is the other point of intersection? This. So this one, I can say this point is nothing but 1, minus 1. So this is one point of intersection of parabola and the straight line. This is the second point of intersection of the parabola and the straight line, 1, minus 1. From this I am going to take few conditions. If you see this point 4 comma 2, what is the meaning for 2? Y value. Meaning for 2 is y value. So if I draw a straight line to y axis, definitely this point will be 2. Similarly, this point we know 1 comma minus 1. What is minus 1? Y value. So if I take this to y axis, here it will be minus 1. So for this diagram, now I have found out the limit for y, minus 1 to 2. Limit for y is minus 1 to 2. Same thing we did in the previous sum. There we found out the limit for x. Here we found out limit for y. One is minus 1, other one is 2. So limit is from minus 1 to 2. So now we will write required area is equal to integral minus 1 to 2. Since we know limit for y, we use dy. If we use dy, we will write f of y minus g of y. If we know the limit for x, dx, then here it will be f of x minus g of x. Since y, we are having f of y minus g of y. Hope you would have understood. Now I have to find out what is f of y, what is g of y. What is f of y? Maximum area which curve gives. Now you just see the boundary and see the straight line. See the straight line. You just forget about the curve. You just forget about the curve. Only if the straight line and the two lines are present, these are the area which will cover. Just I am shading here now. Those area will come under straight line and these two boundaries. This full entire area. If I want to show clearly, this fully will come. And now you forget about the straight line. You just imagine only the curve presents and the boundaries are this and this. So where we will get? Only we will get this and this. Which one? This empty shape and this empty part only will be the area under the parabola. So which gives maximum area? Straight line. So where is straight line? Y is equal to x minus 2. I will write here. The straight line gives maximum area. Maximum area is straight line. So what is straight line equation? Y is equal to x minus 2. From this I have to calculate what is y. F of y. So x is equal to y plus 2, right? X is equal to y plus 2. So function of y is nothing but y plus 2 minus, what is g of y? Parabola. That is, parabola gives minimum area. What is parabola's equation? Y square is equal to x. So x is equal to y square. So I have to write the function of y. So y square. Now you expand this, y plus 2 minus y square dy, right? Integration of y square by 2, integration of 2 dy, 2y, integration of y square dy minus y cube by 3. The limit is from minus 1 to 2. Hope you would have understood this. Now, first I have to apply the upper limit, right? First I am applying the upper limit here, which means in place of y, I should write 2. So this becomes 2, this becomes 4, and this is 8, 8 by 3. What we do usually, when we complete applying the upper limit, immediately we will put a minus sign, then go for the lower limit. So this is upper limit and lower limit. In between, minus symbol is present. All the other things are nothing but simplifications. You can understand how this comes, right? 2 plus 4, 6. And bringing the minus sign inside the bracket. Finally, we are getting answer like this. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 minus 1 by 2. Simplifying this, we are going to get the area. So the area is 5 minus 1 by 2, 9 by 2, 4.5 square units. Hope you would have understood. Problem number 36. Find the area of the region common to the circle and the parabola. So here it is given, one is circle, other one is parabola. Find the area in between them. So first draw x-axis, y-axis. Since it is a circle, draw one circle. This is parabola. Clearly it is y square equal to 4ax, that model. So open rightward parabola I have drawn. So circle and open rightward parabola. So definitely the green shade are nothing but the region between the circle and the parabola. This is circle and the parabola. The area present inside them is this shaded part. Now how to calculate this area? Again, usually we will solve these two equations to find the point of intersections. We will do the same here. Take these two equations and solve. How to solve? Y square equal to 6x naught. Take that and substitute here. So you will get a quadratic. So then you will be getting two values for x. One is minus 8, other one is 2. Substitute this in any one of the equation. If you substitute here, minus 48 will come. Root of minus 48 means it is not a real number. So we will not get any y value, proper y value from here. So we will go for the other side. X equal to 2. Put substitute here. 12. Y square equal to 12. Y is equal to root 12. Written as 4 into 3. 4 is taken outside. So plus or minus 2 root 3. Now I know that the point of intersections are 2 comma. I'll write here. The point of intersections are 1 is 2 comma 2 root 3. Since plus or minus is, another one is 2 comma minus 2 root 3. So one point is, if you listen carefully, the circle's equation is x square plus y square equal to 16. 16 is written as 4 square. Therefore 4 is called radius. So if I calculate from here to here, the radius will be 4. The distance will be 4 units because of radius. Now in center, I am drawing one straight line. This is the center line. So this 4 is splitted as 2 and 2. So that the required area A is splitted as, I am going to calculate this into two types. One is this, other one is this. First I am going to calculate this area plus this area. Nothing wrong in that, right? By seeing the diagram itself you can understand. We want the total area. Now we are splitting the total area into two parts. One is this, second one is this. So first for this I am writing area is equal to, here also I am going to first calculate this, and that can be multiplied by 2 because of symmetry. Because this, if this is 4 square units, this is also 4. So I can calculate only for this and multiply by 2. So put 2 into, the limit is from 0 to 2, 0 to 2. Now what is the curve comes under here? Parabola. If you see the boundary is a parabola for this first part. First part, the boundary is parabola. What is parabolic equation? Y square is equal to 6x. Y square is equal to 6x. So I should write this as, if I bring this square to other side, it becomes, I'll write in the rough column under, y square is equal to 6x implies y is equal to root of 6x, right? So that is written here, root 6x into dx. Why we are writing dx? Because we know the limit for x. So we have to substitute only x function here. So we are finding out what is perfect x function. Bringing the square inside, root 6x is the x function. Plus, now here what we have done, we have calculated this area. Now we want area for this. For this area, the boundary, if you see, it is the circle. The boundary is a circle. So for calculating this region, the boundary becomes the circle. What is circle equation? X square plus y square equal to 16 is the circle equation. So if you see the limit is from 2 to 4. So in the next integral, same thing. If I calculate this, I can multiply by 2 to get the entire region. So plus 2 into, limit is from 2 to 4. So integral 2 to 4. Since the boundary here is a circle, I have to calculate x value from circle. So see, from here I can write y square is equal to what? 16 minus x square, or y is equal to root of 16 minus x square. So this value I am writing here. This is taken from circle. So this 16 minus x square dx. It is important that you should know up to this. These are the important steps. Other things are all simplifications. So from this 2 root 6 is taken outside. So root x remains. Plus 2, 2 to 4, this remains. Right? Now we are going to integrate this. What is root x? Root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. Right? In the next step we will do that. So if you see, root x is written as x power 1 by 2. Other things are all same. 16 is written as 4 square. Now we write two formulas that we know. Integral x power n dx. X power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Similarly, integral root of a square minus x square dx formula is this. If you don't remember, just see this formula. X by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a. Applying these two formulas here, 2 root 6 x power n. So x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, limit is from 0 to 2 plus 2 into, this is using this formula, x by 2 root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sin inverse x by a, where a is 4, limit is from 2 to 4. Now apply the upper limit so that it becomes 2 power, take this 3 by 2 to this number, only x power 3 by 2 remains, substitute the upper limit, 2 power 3 by 2 minus lower limit becomes 0. Same thing, 2, first substitute upper limit. If you put 4 here, 16 minus 16 is 0, this will go. If you put 4 here, 4 by 4, 1. So 16 by 2 is 8, sin inverse 1 minus lower limit. Similarly, you put 2 in place of x, you will get this. 2 power 3 by 2 can be written as 2 root 2 plus 2 into sin inverse 1 value is pi by 2. Root 12 can be written as 2 root 3. Sin inverse 1 by 2 is nothing but pi by 6, 30 degree. Sin inverse 1 by 2 means 30 degree, which is written as pi by 6. Now I am just multiplying this. 4 into 2, 8. And root 6 into root 2 is root 12. Root 12 is written as 2 root 3. So 2 again, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, root 3 by 3. And if you take 2 inside, 2 gets cancelled, 8 pi, 2 inside becomes 4 root 3, 2 inside cancels with this, so 8 pi by 3. Now combining these two terms, both are having root 3, so combine that, and these two you combine and write separately, take LCM and write. Now subtracting 4 root 3 by 3, here if you subtract 16 pi by 3, take 4 by 3 common and write the remaining answer with square units. Hope you would have understood up to this. These three are important problems. Simplification, please you write and practice. Otherwise it will be difficult. Simple thing, first upper limit minus lower limit. Similarly here also, first upper limit minus lower limit. Simplify and write. So what you have to do, write these problems and practice. Important sums I said. So we will stop only with these three problems today. So you give separate attention for these sums. And also don't forget, you are going to write the second term test shortly. Portions will be informed to you within 1 or 2 days. So start the revision from chapter 1. Thank you, children.